Hey everyone, I'm Dylan Hyman here for CUTV, and today we have a very special guest here in Becker Hall. I have Jordan York here down from Pittsburgh. So Jordan, for those who don't know, can you just give me a little bit about yourself and what you like to do?
Well, I'm an entertainer and performer. I started off as a comedian. You know, when I first started, I didn't think I was going to be able to turn it into something that was kind of more for just having fun. And then once I learned how to compose a song and got a good team of producers and people to help me out, you know, I was really able to move forward and continue to do this. So.
And you said you started in comedy, so how did you go from wanting to be a comedian to wanting to be in music?
Well, I always had a love for music. You know, my dad used to play, you know, all the old Michael Jackson, just all Color Me Badd, just all the old school 90s music, and I grew up on that. And, like, I always liked it, and then it was like, you know, I'm an entertainer, so I like being up on stage. So, like, I was like, you know, maybe I can give it a try. Like, when I first started, it was just me freestyling on YouTube, and then I got, like, my first show, and it kind of just took off from there.
And I know you started your dream to be in music about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Did you ever expect to be doing everything you're doing, like the traveling, the touring, and meeting your fans all over the place? Did you expect all that to happen in such a short period of time?
I mean, not really, and it's kind of like overwhelming because like it's like a roller coaster. Like when I first started, everything like blew up real quick, and then like reality hit. Like, you know, it's really hard to make money in this business, and it's a cutthroat business, and you know, I learned that the hard way, and I've been through a lot. You know, it only made me a better person, but you know, it was crazy to me. You know, it baffles me still to this day, but I mean, that's life, I guess. So.
Well, and something that I think that you do, and I think a lot of new artists are doing now, is you use social media a lot, like Twitter, Instagram. You're tweeting your fans on a constant basis.
Yeah.
What do you think it is about social media that has that helps musical artists today?
Just to really connect, like with, you know, you can have a relationship with people all over the world, really. And it's just like crazy to see, you know, I have like on my Twitter, like I have like 200,000 people following me. Like I don't know them, but you know, I try to get my music out there, send them a message, hey, check out my thing. But at the same time, I'm like still on that street team. Like I like to print out flyers when I have shows, go out there, word of mouth. You know, I'm all old school.
Right.
So, but at the same time, like social media really helped me out a lot.
And you are in contact with a lot of your fans. Like you said, you don't really know them all, but they are fans of you. So is that important to you to, you know, you have that, it seems more of like an intimate contact with the fans, even though they have never maybe seen you, but they hear your music and then they get to talk to you on Twitter. Is that important to always have that communication?
That's what makes it all worth it, and that's why, you know, I get down sometimes when things don't work, you know, I get stressed out. And like you just go on and you're like, you know, I have people that appreciate me and that are there for me and believe in me, you know, and that's cool. That's what makes it all worth it, you know. If I don't make $1 doing this, as long as you have people that appreciate you and, you know, keep you going, you know, that's what it's about.
And I know that, like you said, you love to be on stage, but what is it about performing and being on stage that you find so appealing?
I just feel like I'm myself when I'm up on stage. It's like, I love entertaining people, and like I feed off the energy. Like what I was just saying in the radio interview earlier, I told them it doesn't matter if there's 10 people there or 2,000 people there, you know, if I can engage them and get them to like my music and like my movement and what I stand for, you know, that's what it's about. It's honestly like every time I get up on stage, you know, I perform in places that aren't always like hip hop friendly. Like when I performed at Stage AE, I mean, there's people that listen to country music and stuff, and I'm up there like, so I really have to like engage them, be like, look, you know, I'm putting on a show, you need to watch.
And do you think it's easier to perform in front of thousands of people, or do you like it more when it's, you know, more of a smaller venue?
I like it when there's more people because I feed off the energy, and it's like I would get more nervous when there's 10 people there as opposed to if there's 200 to 2,000 people there.
Right, and just immersing yourself.
Yeah, and that's like sometimes like I'll do a show for 80 people. You know, when I perform, sometimes there's 1,000 people there. Like when I do a boxing match or just, you know, any type of thing that I get booked for. So.
Right, and I know that, you know, obviously you have people who have supported you, but musically, who is it that you look up to or aspire to be?
I mean, I'm not really influenced by anyone. Like when I first started, like obviously Wiz Khalifa, just because like I watched him literally in my backyard just grow up and become a superstar. So it was like, but like I'm not trying to be Wiz Khalifa. I'm Jordan York. You know, I stand for what I stand for, and he stands for what he stands for. But, you know, just like old school people, Roth was a big guy, Old Dirty Bastard, if you're familiar with him. You know, just the 90s, anything, you know, Beatles, I listen to it all, you know.
So you gotta love it, because I will say that on your Instagram, he had a great little video of Everyone Here Knows That I Love Mariah. So I do know ODB from the Fantasy remix, so that's the connection right there.
I would, if Nick Cannon wasn't with her, I'd probably.
Exactly, see?
So I'm saying, I don't care what people, I love Mariah, that's my girl.
Mariah all the way, but I'm glad you did mention Wiz Khalifa. Now, what is it that you find that separates you from other Pittsburgh rappers like Wiz and even Mac Miller?
Because I just feel like they have, everyone tries to be like following footsteps. I'm not trying to follow in anyone's footsteps. I'm not trying to push anyone to like me, to like my music. Not everyone's gonna like it. People love it, people hate it, whatever. That's besides the point. That's a part of being an artist. You know, you're gonna be hated and you're gonna be loved. I just try to pride myself on being myself. Like, I'm not trying to impress anyone. I'm not trying to, you know, I am trying to sell records, but at the same time, if it's not something that I stand for, I'm not gonna put it out there.
Right.
So.
And musically, I know you want to be Jordan York. You are your own person, your own artist. What do you think is your sound, and what type of artist do you want to be?
Just a feel-good, just, you know, a lot of my raps are just like talking about the struggle, because I am a starving artist. You know, I'm a normal person just trying to chase the dream, and that's what I would say that it would come from, you know, just me being myself, and I keep repeating that, but that's like what I am, like, and people today are trying to be someone that they're not, you know. That's not the way to live.
I'm gonna turn the gears a little bit. I know that you were originally from Miami, and then you moved up to Pittsburgh when you were very young, and anyone who sees your Instagram or your Twitter feed sees how Pittsburgh proud you are of all the teams, anything involving the 412 you love. What is it about that city that you find that just makes you love it so much?
It's just a blue-collar town. Like, it's like everyone works hard, and, you know, it's like they said, like the Pirates, when you're playing the Pirates, you're playing their fans too, because people are just, that's how Pittsburgh is. It's like one big family.
Right.
And it's awesome, you know. I wish I could go back to Miami, like you said, the beach, you know. I miss that, but at the same time, my family is in Pittsburgh, and, you know, that's what keeps me here. And I can always travel and stuff, so.
Very true.
But this is home.
Now, you were honored to have been named the best new pop act in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
What did it mean to you to actually receive that award? Did you feel that was when you were like, okay, I made it. This is what I wanted?
I wouldn't say I made it, but I would say it's nice to have something like that to be recognized for, you know, in Pittsburgh. You know, I'll be in Pittsburgh hip-hop history. Wiz Khalifa, Mac Miller won in the past, you know, a lot of big Boaz, he's signed to Roth. There's a lot of people in the Pittsburgh hip-hop scene, and that's like kind of like what I wanted to do, but now like I'm trying to really, when I went to New York, it was just like a totally different experience, and I love taking my music on the road and like getting like, cause like in Pittsburgh, you know, you get a lot of hate and everyone's trying to be this and that. When you take your music on the road, they're like, wow, this guy's coming in from out of town and rocking the stage, and it was awesome when I went up there. So.
And you are not on, you know, the fame level, let's say, as Wiz and even Mac to an extent, but is there a time that you want to, you know, be walking the red carpet at the Grammys, or, you know, if you don't get to that point at a certain, you know, time in your life, is there a point where you'll be like, okay, I've done what I want to do and move on, or is this something you're going to do for the rest of your life?
I mean, what I'm trying to do now is like, the thing that I was saying is I'm always going to be able to do music whether I make $1 million or make nothing from it. I want to start getting into acting and movies. You know, I did some extra work in Pittsburgh for the Tom Cruise movie and a few other short movies. So, and that's like something that I love. I just like entertainment and being in front of a camera. So, you know, this is always something that I can do, but, you know, I'm definitely going to maybe down the road look into acting and whatnot. So.
Definitely, and gotta love that, you know, it's a dream that you'll always do. And one last question for you, Jordan. Where do you see yourself 10 years from now?
Hopefully I have a condo in LA somewhere just hanging out.
Back on the beach.
I'm not exactly. I mean, like I said this before, I'm not in it to become a millionaire. I'm in it to do it for a living, obviously, but live comfortably. I don't need to have millions of dollars to be happy. I just need to have what I have and people that support me around me and doing what I love.
Definitely. All right. Well, we want to thank you for taking the time to come up here today for this.
Wait, I got one more thing.
Sure. Oh, he does.
Present.
Oh, he has a present.
Wait, where's my book bag?
I love presents.
This is a nice present.
Oh my God, I have to see this now.
Hold up.
This is going to be fantastic.
Okay, I did this up real quick last night.
Oh my God.
I thought of it, and this is I just signed it just in case I get big for the radio, and just so you can hang it up in the thing.
Thank you. Here, I'll put it here. Let me show camera one. Take this.
And I thank you for having me, and hopefully I'm going to give you my press kit. I know some people. Hopefully I can book a performance up here or something.
That is
soon,
awesome.
So.
Well, again, thank you so much, and thank you for the present, man. That's awesome.
Doubt, man. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you. All right, thanks to Jordan York. You can follow him on Twitter, Instagram, at Jordan York Music.
Yeah.
I'm Dylan Hyman. For all of us here at CUTV, have a great day, Clarion. Thanks for tuning in. That is so cool. I love this.
I figured it was just